down here on the field with Robbie Goldsmith from CEP. Now, that last match was pretty rough. I heard some of the guys saying you got screwed. What was going on there? What did you guys get screwed on?
We definitely didn't get screwed. You know, there was a little confusion between us and the referees, but they ended up making the right call, and it went good. Houston Heat's a great team. You know, we just need to pick it up for the rest of the match and play better. That was what we expected, and we need to turn it up.
All right, so what are you guys focusing on in this match to pull out a win, hopefully?
We need to shoot a little bit better off the break and, you know, be aggressive, read paint better, because we had the plays, we had the game plan. We just need to pick it up a little bit.
What's the hardest part about this field for you guys? Is it the gunfighting or the communication is pretty tough?
No, honestly, this field works great for us. We have a lot of youth and a lot of speed, so we're really excited for the rest of the weekend. That's about it. They just beat us straight up.
All right, well, good luck. We hope you pull one out.
Thank you.
That's all down here, guys.
Yeah, we're back, man. I'm really looking to. I want to see what X Factor is going to bring in a second game, and I want to see if CEP is going to make the changes that they need to make. I really like what they're bringing this year. I think that that was actually a good game for them to play. Hey, let's play the world champions for the first match of the year, and they didn't do bad. So if, like what Robbie was saying, Robbie's a good leader. I really think that over time he's going to be able to grow that, and if you're in the Midwest or you're in that area of the world, I mean, those are the guys that are carrying the flag for you right now. I mean, there's not a lot of teams out of that Tennessee, that side of the United States. And I think that CEP is kind of over the, because they have stuck through it and they're working on getting better, and they're still here. They're still competing. They're getting that grassroots following. Now, X Factor, man, they played great the first game. So when they took down Excessive, 7-2. So this could be a good matchup. X Factor, though, they obviously are the favorites here. We'll see if CP can step it up. X Factor looking great.
Yeah, I mean, we heard Thomas Taylor talk about execution. That's what they weren't getting done. And we've seen X Factor just
execute
the whole field.
Yeah.
They had that whole field.
And
shooting guys on the break, Dorito side, Snake side. They were doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah,
and they did against a good team. Excessives, the scores might reflect different, but they're not playing bad. They're just not getting it done.
Well, exactly what, just like Todd said and what Thomas said, it's about execution. They're getting in those 3-on-3 situations, and they're having just survivability. Too many guys dying out of their bunkers and losing their gunfights. So they got to really fix that out, or fix that up. And the San Antonio X Factor is, man, such a fan of the program. They're doing everything right now. They've put together a really solid squad, and it's interesting too because that's the talking about you should be fans of CEP if you're from their area of the world because they're carrying the torch. Well, Houston Heat is the superstar team in the league right now, and definitely representing Texas well. But it's kind of a chip on the X Factor guys' shoulders that they have a bunch of these born and bred Texans. They have a couple imports now. Billy Bernaccia is actually not. They picked him up. He played good at World Cup last year. He's not able to make it to this event, but Zach Wake, other than the penalty, playing good in the Snake, man.
Yeah, he played pretty well, and I mean that's Zach Wake's style of play. The way that he attacks the Snake is the way that this field is set up. So I mean, as long as he can stay out of the penalty box, this should be a great field. For him.
But honestly, to be frank, with Wake, I almost wouldn't even say, look, man, I'm not. I would say to him, look, I'm not expecting you to be penalty free for the year. Right. I'm not expecting that out of you. What I am expecting is please keep it down to the minors. I don't really want to see any red flags thrown because of you out there, and keep pushing that aggressive envelope because that's what Wake's going to do. I mean, he's going to be pushing that aggressive envelope because that's the style of player he is.
Yeah, you don't want to. Wake is not the guy that you want to have play those really long points, or the guy that you want to have try and work his way into the Snake. You want to get him in there right away, get him down as far down the field as you possibly can, and just have him go kill people.
Here we go on the breakout, Chattanooga CEP. Let's see if they can step it up here against San Antonio X Factor.
And Archie gets shot on the break trying to double up with Colt Roberts, but X Factor does get Demetrius and Wake out here to the Snake. Zach comes into Snake 2 right away, as Osvaldo Lopez gets into Snake 2 as well for CEP.
But CEP dropping Peter Velarde off that Dorito side. And you're looking at Osvaldo Lopez right now, who has been a really big pickup. One of the things that CEP is lacking dearly is experience. And Osvaldo brings that to the team. And now getting kills cross field. So it's CEP's point right here to win, as Wake almost catches one from Colin Cherry. You see from our D-side camera.
He does.
So Colin Cherry going to work over there on the Dorito side of the field. And now here he comes launching, but he gets eaten up cross field by Dimitri.
Yeah, Niños in that snake side corner able to pick him up, but with the loss of Wake, Osvaldo now has the ball, and he is going to be in the 50 snake for CEP.
Ooh, look at
Niños coming up the field, stops at the mini race bunker behind the snake with Osvaldo right in front of him.
So just 2 players left alive for San Antonio X Factor here in this close first point. Scotty Kemp on the D side and Dimitri Niños.
And Niños gets shot square in the goggles from RG14. Robbie Goldsmith, and 1 body left. Scott Kemp, he's going to jump up, get off the field. So CEP able to come out right away and play the way that they needed to play, to execute like they needed to get that first point and get themselves some momentum.
You know who? Robbie Goldsmith's not playing bad, man.
Yeah,
Robbie Goldsmith's getting it done out there. He had, he almost got that 2-pack against Heat in that one of the points that they won there, and able to clean it up here. So, and that's what they need. They need out of Robbie. They need like a Yosh Rao type presence. They need a Paxson. So solid job by Robbie Goldsmith, CP, to go up 1-0 here. We'll be right back.
Want to catch the best paintball videos on the web? Then tune in to paintballaccess.com. Fill your mind with compelling articles, player stats, and the best interviews in the business. And this season, paintballaccess.com has become even hotter with exclusive videos from the CXPL. The CXPL is easily Canada's largest tournament, featuring real X-ball with 15 balls per second and 25-minute halves. Drop by paintballaccess.com for exclusive footage from Canada's hottest tournament.
Yeah, so good action here on the field so far in that very close first point, but CEP was able to take it. And, I'm also interested to see what's going to happen up in the Great White North, man. We saw that commercial for the Canadian X-Ball League, and it's a brutal, brutal league. And
full matches, man.
Yeah, we'll have all the information, coming at you, Paintball Access. And make sure to share our content with your friends. I mean, really own your passion, man. Paintball is making a resurgence right now. We're doing everything we can to help this sport and grow it. But we need your help. We need you to support the sponsors of the webcast. Go to their websites, send them emails, let them know, help spread their message, because the more successful the companies are, the more successful paintball is going to be. And there's a lot of big things happening right now, so it's, be a part of that. Help us out. Let people know that the only way that people are going to care about paintball is if we let the world know about how fascinating all these stories are. Talking about fascinating stories, CP up 1-0 right now, and a good point against X Factor, who dominated. Well, I wouldn't say dominated, but definitely beat down pretty solidly Excessive in their first matchup.
Yep, and we got Osvaldo again in here with Mike Zupa, Robbie Goldsmith, Daniel Keene, and John Bruza for CEP on the breakout. Getting up quick on the Dorito side, but losing a body. Number 9, that's Mike Zupa running off right away. So X Factor now creates the advantage for themselves early. Up 5-on-4, and
move right to the 50 Dorito. Colt Roberts is doing work over there. Takes out Robbie Goldsmith, it looks like, already.
Yeah, Dixon Yang in the middle of the field right now, getting checked out. He's clean. So all 5 bodies still alive for San Antonio X Factor. I mean, this is what we saw from them. Get 1 quick kill early and attack. Get a kill, attack. Create the advantage and exploit it. And looked like Niños almost got shot by his own guy right there in the pack.
Dixon Yang running through right now, getting himself 2 to close out this point. And Dixon, another long-standing X Factor veteran, been around for a while. He is another player that had to take a break to deal with real-life issues for a couple minutes, but was able to come back to the squad last season. And he was one of their all-stars. Dixon Yang, when they were one of the top teams, he was one of their all-stars, and now it looks like, when making moves like that out there, that's when Dixon Yang got paintball famous, that's how he did it.
Yeah, I mean, that last year that he played before he took that break, I mean, he was really on top of his game. We were seeing, time after time, he was winning 1-on-2s, 1-on-3s, those crazy points that, we see a lot of Archie winning, nowadays. Last year, when he played well for the team. So, Dixon Yang, he's one of those clutch players, very intelligent. We have a replay right here.
And he's polite, too.
As you see Dixon Yang coming outside the field with the running shot, clean, shoots the Dorito, and then bunkers out the last player in the temple. So there he is at the top right of your screen, comes through, and then drops the hammer on the last CEP player.
And what you were talking about, the previous point, Matt, all the stories in paintball is growing. play the PSP regional leagues.
Yes.
The regional events
Yeah,
are growing, and that's where.
Well, talk to us about your regional one. You hold them here at Cousins Paintball.
There's an AXBL event. I run the AXBL here in Texas. We just had our first one in San Antonio, and we have one here on April 20th here at Cousins Paintball. And sign up because we're already sold out. And then at the regional level worldwide, and play the PSP affiliates because they're growing, and that's where you guys get ready to play at this next level here. And what do we have, over 180 teams here? It's because the regional levels are strong. So play the PSP affiliates wherever you are, and they got the 3-man, D4, D5, D6. Like, that's where you start. That's where we all started. Start there and work your way up.
Well, and also there's a lot of different types of paintball you can play. There's pump paintball. We have 10-man back at this event where Legends.
I was told I got to play tomorrow.
Legends
this week. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, so many Legends are coming back. Addicted, one of the best teams from Texas, is playing the 10-man with the Odell brothers and Lucian Blackburn, and then also Tour de Force. Todd Adamson's team is going to be playing the 10-man. So lots of different types of paintball you can play here at the PSP and the affiliates. And right now you're looking at Grayson Goff, and it looks like X Factor just loses Scott Kemp though on that Dorito side.
Yes, but Steve Nicola also walks out for Chattanooga CEP out of that Dorito side stand-up can.
But they also lose Archie, and it looks like
Todd Morrow.
Yeah, Todd Morrow getting shot as well. So X Factor losing a lot of bodies, and here comes CEP.
Big move by Colin Cherry.
He did a peekaboo on Grayson.
He came up the middle. Yeah, where'd you go? Sick move right there. Colin Cherry came up the middle on the break to that center cake, broke out to the Dorito side tall temple, and then once he shot Grayson trying to fill out to that corner, broke right through the middle, exactly what we were looking to see.
And Colin Cherry, man, he's got 4 confirmed kills so far in this game, which is that's a pretty high level of kills. He's only played 2 points, so he's getting it done out there. And this is what CEP needs. This is what they need. They need individuals to take it upon themselves to step up, go out there and get it done. And that's what we're seeing. And they got the lead right now, 2-1 against a very, very strong San Antonio X Factor. So, we got ourselves a game.
Yeah, good recognition by Colin Cherry. That's what we want to see out of these guys, and we'll see if we can get some more out of CEP when we come back.
So 16:08 remains here in regulation. San Antonio X Factor losing to CEP right now. And the next game we have coming up next is definitely going to be potentially one of the most hotly contested matches, potentially of the tournament. We will see, though. Houston Heat going to be playing San Diego Dynasty next.
Yeah, going to be an exciting game. Both teams got win this morning. Dynasty took down Excessive 7-1. Heat took down CEP 7-2. Both teams, confidence is high, expectations are high.
And the 2 players from those teams that potentially you could say are playing the best is, though Oliver Lang and Greenspan had a great game, Tyler Harmon was all over the place, getting it done, doing whatever he needed to do. And then Ronnie Dizon from Houston Heat. Now, those are not 2 of the stars necessarily on those rosters, but trying to get up to that upper echelon of the players.
Getting it done.
Here we go on the breakout. Split screen. CEP on the left-hand side, and X Factor on the right-hand side. And X Factor able to seat 5 alive.
Oh, Niños gets shot on the break out of the snake side corner. If not on the break, real early, but he's walking off. So big advantage. Osvaldo gets into the snake 2 right away. Dixon Yang now also gets shot for San Antonio X Factor, but X Factor running down that Dorito side. Bodies alive over there for CEP, but X Factor really attacking hard as Colt Roberts gets into the 50.
Let's see if all he has to do is pick up. He has a good shot, clean shot on Colt Roberts right here. Let's see if he can listen to his coach. Because the shot's right there.
Well, Osvaldo's still alive, but it looks like they lost Colin Cherry over there. And you're seeing, look at this, on the Dorito side, in very good field position is CEP as he makes that move and able to take him down. So CEP playing the aggressor here at this point as Osvaldo all the way past the 50-yard line. You're looking at Scott Kemp, only player left alive over there on the Dorito side.
So Scott Kemp again, the last body, backing up, but gets shot trying to reverse his field. Peter Velarde, Robert Goldsmith, and Osvaldo doing work right now for CEP.
As the crowd behind him a little bit there.
Yeah, Colin Cherry trying to make that move again.
Now this is going to be interesting to see how CEP reacts to being up 2 points against a very good team. You know, they're in the driver's seat right now, and this is not a position that they've really been in very much in last season, and now they're looking really good. There's Osvaldo Brito Neto Lopez, 39, one of the oldest guys in the league, but still real fast, 5'10", 154, able to get in there. And he's very, very effective at getting into the snake on a consistent basis and then play smart while he's in there. So good job by Osvaldo.
We say his name a lot. There he is in the snake.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to be right back after this.
Hey guys, Nick Stoic here from Houston Heat. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than the leading competitors, but with a true 200 round capacity, it definitely holds more paint. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
Special shout out to the referees. They're controlling the action. Best referee crew in the world. And really haven't seen, it hasn't been a penalty riddled event so far. A couple penalties out there, minors, nothing crazy. All the players seem to be playing pretty clean so far here this year.
Yeah, for the most part, it has been clean. Just a few penalties here and there.
Which means tomorrow is going to be insanity.
Insanity, yeah.
Saying that. But wow, CEP up 2 points right now against X Factor, and they got their coach out there, Ryan Brand, who's done a really good job of, I think, helping guide this team. And you know, they have a really good trifecta of a great owner and then two really solid coaches. You know, Alex Martinez is such just a really inspirational story, great guy. You know, self-made man, and he's the whole reason X Factor exists at all. And Ryan Brand played with them before, retired, and he was a very intelligent guy, and he's really helping guide them. And they got Paul Richards, one of the best coaches in paintball, to help him out too. So
a lot of experience there.
Yeah.
Yes, and for the second game in a row, Niños gets shot on the break, as well as Zach Wake. So the entire snake side down for X Factor. Archie Monomer walking off as well, so 3 bodies down. And just Osvaldo gets shot for CEP. His spot quickly taken over by, I believe that's Daniel Keene, getting into the snake, and he's going to try and go to work on Colt Roberts.
And it's just Kemp and Roberts left alive, and I think Roberts not really sure exactly where Keene had got to in the snake, and Keene using that bunker and that position very effectively, able to get that shot on Colt Roberts. So unfortunately for Kemp and Roberts, their entire snake side died early.
Yeah, so Maddie, do you think CEP is just outplaying San Antonio X Factor right now, or do you think X Factor may have, you know, not approached this game with the same sort of aggression as they did the first one against Excessive?
I think it's a little mix of both. You probably have a situation where X Factor they played Excessive, who's looking good this year, and they beat him up pretty good. Those kind of close some points, and then CEP is stepping it up. So it's definitely a combination of both, and good job by CEP. And we're going to be right back after this.
ANSgear.com has the world's largest inventory of paintball equipment, including guns, masks, loaders, paintballs, tanks, and clothing. With free shipping on all orders over $100. Shop now at ANSgear.com.
So here we go. This game brought to you by PB Nation.
I think what you said, Ty, a little bit. I think X Factor maybe came in, underestimated these guys a little bit, and these last 2 points, they kind of look stunned. Like they're walking off with their heads down. That you can't be doing that at the second match of the day, and you're losing. So better get your heads out.
We always talk about this, but the thing is like, look, the true test of yourself is when you're not winning. How do you react when things are going wrong? And right now, things are going wrong for San Antonio X Factor. They're getting eaten up off the break. And that's going to, as the tournament progresses and these people and these players learn those shots and those angles, yeah, they've been practicing the field for 2 weeks, but still, you're always finding those new angles and getting that muscle memory down on this particular layout. We're looking at the pits there. But they're calm and collected. They know what they need to do. They need to stay alive off the break, and they need to play the aggressor. X Factor's not really playing the aggressor right now. They're not really getting it done over here on the Snake side of the field. And you see Ryan Brand trying to break it down, and also Paul Richards as well, giving his boys a little bit of that, a little bit more strategy, and we're going to be right back after this.
JT Splatmaster is here to get you in the game. Target up top. It accurately shoots up to 100+ feet with awesome ammo that splats when it hits. And the JT Splatmaster has intense pump action.
Fire the flag! Yeah!
Did you crush my begonias?
JT Splatmaster. Get in the game. You can look for the JT Splatmaster in the sporting goods section at these fine retailers or at jtsplatmaster.com. For ages 9 and up. Must be 18 or older to purchase. Adult supervision required. JT Splatmaster and accessories sold separately. Optics, goggles.
While you are sitting at home, like a Texas, Storm, and Houston Heat are here in Dallas, wearing Raza.
And we are back here a little outside of Dallas, Texas at Cousins Paintball. And if you live in this area of the world, definitely get out here and check out these fields. Lots of affiliate leagues play here, and good place to practice. And Texas, one of the more charismatic states in the union, and always producing very interesting paintball players and good teams. And Steve, you're one of those guys.
Yeah, I started in Houston with the original Houston Heat.
Yeah, the original.
Yep. The original guys, and then moved around Team Image and ended up playing on Iron Man with you for a little bit.
And here on the breakout, CEP. Let's see if they can keep 5 alive, man. They look tough right now, right? I mean,
they're playing solid, man.
Great body language. You can tell the confidence, and you can always tell the tone of a team when they are playing with an aggressive body posture. And that's what CEP looks like right now.
And there goes Grayson Goff, gets shot out of the tall can on the Dorito side. They went heavy towards the Dorito side too, and I thought I saw a red flag about to come out. Stayed in the pocket. Number 76, Colin Cherry.
And X Factor's getting shot out of their bunkers now, and they're getting shot just sitting there.
Well, Colin Cherry's got to be a little more careful over there. I like the aggression, but when you're up bodies like this, and when you're up bodies and up points, you really don't want to throw anything away, and they threw that one away. Cherry threw it away, and then Velarde gets shot, but it looks like he might have taken out Colt Roberts as well, so a little war of attrition right here.
That Dorito side's wide open, it looks like.
This is a must-win point for San Antonio X Factor.
Yeah, Ninios, he gets shot out of the corner, so just Archie Montemayor left.
And here comes the
3
hammer.
bodies alive. And there it was, number 4, Peter Velarde, streaking down the field from the corner. CEP's run the same breakout, I think, at every point. It's working for them. So, obviously you want to keep running that. You'd think that X Factor may have picked up on it a little bit and changed some things up, but CEP is really just executing right now themselves. They're shooting people on the break. Once they shoot that body, they're attacking.
Well, I'll tell you what, Todd. Dimitri Ninios had played really well, and so Dixon Yang did a little work earlier, but we haven't really seen much out of them at this event. They've got one Goff, Dimitri, and Dixon have 1 confirmed kill apiece. The guys that are doing work for X Factor are Roberts and Montemayor, not surprisingly, but other guys on that team need to step up, and we're going to be right back, score 5-1. CEP putting a beating on San Antonio X Factor right now.
This is
Who
big
called
for
this?
them.
One of us called this, right?
Well, when we
No.
were,
No, we
I don't
didn't.
think
No.
I was going to say. Well,
No, we didn't.
I was
No, we
trying to go
didn't.
through. We were going through all the games, getting ready for the event, talking about what we thought was going to happen, going back and forth, all the different possibilities, and we're kind of close on a lot of these games and what we thought was going to happen, but CEP. But what did I say, man? Remember we were talking, I was like, CEP. They thinned the herd. They got killers out there, and they're really, really hungry. But I thought that X Factor would bring more of a fight to this game.
After the way they played this morning.
Yeah, they played
It's
great
like-
against Excessive.
We gave everybody a fighting chance, in the breakdown. But at no point did I was like ever think CEP's going to be up 5-1 on X Factor and just dominating the game as they shoot two more bodies on the
Archie
break.
and Colt Roberts.
And they shoot the only two guys doing work for X Factor right
And
now.
Scott Kemp and Demetrius Ninos walking off the field right now. Zach Wake,
That's
the lone
it.
man, gonna blow the flag. So CEP got to be feeling really good right now. And CEP did not play bad the first game either against Heat. If it wasn't for that penalty that kind of killed their momentum right when they started to come back, that might have been a different game, a closer game. Not saying they necessarily would have won, but I mean, that was the momentum killer right there. Caused the end of them in the Houston Heat game. Now, they came out, they haven't gotten any penalties. They've controlled the tempo, they've attacked, and they've gotten big games out of a couple guys. So, I mean, if it's working for them right now, go back, keep doing what you're doing, keep confidence high, and try and close this game out right now. Don't give X Factor or anything else. Close this game out. They're up 6-1 and playing really well. And we'll see if they can do that right after these messages.
San Antonio X Factor getting beat up real bad right now by CEP, who's 1 point away from taking their first win of the year. CEP really struggled last year as they were one of the bottom-ranked teams. And with the new Champions and Challengers division, every single game counts, and this does not bode well for San Antonio X Factor to come out here and get whooped up like this, as they are by Chattanooga CEP.
And not by the margin they're getting beat by either.
Exactly. They need to, even if they lose this game, they've got to put a couple points on this board here in the 12 minutes and 13 seconds that we have left in this match. So they still have enough time to even come back, and we talked about that earlier, about how there's with these fast points being played is it allows for more time for comebacks.
Yeah.
Let's check out Oswaldo off the break, and CEP gunning up hard, and let's see if they can continue to chop. Yes, they are continuing to chop up X Factor off the break as Archie Montemayor, one of the only guys doing anything for X Factor in this game, he comes off early for the second point in a row.
Wow, what a shot on the break. I watched it. Whoever that is that's over on the Dorito side temple right now, I can't see it. He ran up the middle to that center cake, shot Archie on the run, and then dove out to the Dorito side.
It's their rookie, Ruza.
Okay, 24. Yeah, that's Ruza. I mean, heck of a shot right there. On the run, shoot Archie, then dive across and lock off the Dorito side.
We're looking at the D side cam right now. Edition this year here at the PSP PBA webcast. And CEP is completely in the driver's seat, 1 point away from victory. And X Factor is going to have to find out how much fight they have left in them here with only 4 bodies left alive. They still got Dixon Yang, Todd Morrill, Colt Roberts, and Scotty Kemp out there for them.
Yeah, and Osvaldo gets shot out of the snake for CEP. So that's going to allow Colt Roberts to come live over here. Colt Roberts switching sides.
Switching side. Now he's on the snake side, so.
Yeah, he wants to see if he can come over here and get something done for X Factor. Try and get them back in this game.
And it's like you said earlier in the day, Ninos was over here on the snake side, just flying down the snake side. We haven't seen him at all.
He's pretty much got shot on the break 3 times this match.
Well, Oswaldo getting taken out by Scott Kemp. And Scotty Kemp's getting a real big opportunity with X Factor this season. He wanted better opportunities on Ironman and left to go to Infamous for World Cup, and then went and tried out for X Factor, played awesome in practice and made the team, and is starting on the 1 as the 1. But then looks like, Scott Kemp though and Dixon Yang both get shot. You can see the frustrated, dejected look on our D side cam there with Scott Kemp walking off early.
John Ruza, number 24, is alive over there on the Dorito side in the 50 Dorito. crossed over, came back back to the 50, but now he's just taking his time, working it with Daniel Keene, Robbie Goldsmith, still in that back center. Robbie Goldsmith is pumped as Todd Morrow gets shot in the leg and will walk off. And CEP going to start the season
with a big win.
With a big win over San Antonio X Factor.
7-1.
And you know who's the top killer for Chattanooga CEP?
Who dat?
Robbie Goldsmith. 6 confirmed kills for Robbie Goldsmith there on that G count. And, man, what a turn of events for Chattanooga CEP to not only come in and defeat San Antonio X Factor, but put a solid older brother whooping on him.
In front of...
Solid.
A solid older brother whooping. I mean, 7-1.
Back of the barn.
Wow. Like
Back of the barn type whooping.
That's impressive, yeah. And what that says is that, A, CEP came to play some paintball this year. They understand what's at stake, and they really want it this year. They thinned their herd. They cut it down to just the most hardcore dudes that they could find, and they're getting it done out there. They're making moves. They're controlling the pace, destroying X Factor off the break, especially towards the end of that match. And then on the flip side, X Factor, not a lot of production out of those guys out there. You know, we had Archie did a little bit of work, and Colt did a little bit of work, but we didn't really see much out of anybody else. And it looks like we have Lauren Kelly with Grayson Goff down on the sidelines. Let's check it out.
I'm at the on the sidelines at Cousins Paintball here with Grayson Goff. Grayson, what happened? No one was really expecting that outcome.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either. There were not a lot of good things, honestly. A lot of bad things. They shot us really well off the break, and they just never let us, catch our breath and just hammered us down. Besides that, we got to go back and figure out what happened, because I think all of us are like, we have no idea. So.
During that first match, you guys were doing really well on the snake side. You had a hard push on the snake side, but you guys weren't surviving really to get in the snake this time around.
No, almost. I mean, there was 2 or 3 of those games I think they shot both our snake guys off the break, and it's hard to come back when they're just sitting there holding those lanes. So yeah, we got to figure out what happened on that side, why we weren't able to push the judo side harder either. So.
All right, well, you got 2 more matches, so good luck. Figure that out so you guys can win some more games. That's all down here, guys.
Yeah, so wow, the first big shocker, first big shocker of the event comes only 4 games in. CEP defeats San Antonio X Factor. X Factor, they need to go back to the drawing board. They need to figure it out. They're going to have 2 more games.
And we said on this field, the way this field's going to play out, man, these things could happen. So I think this is the beginning of potentially more crazy games that we're going to see.
Yeah.
I think we're all caught off guard. Congratulations to them and to their fans.
Yeah, and hey, CEP came to play paintball in 2013. We have potentially game of the day coming up next, so let everyone know across all your social media outlets. Houston Heat, our reigning champs, are about to play the best team ever to play paintball. San Diego Dynasty over 55 wins over the past 10 years. That's coming at you next, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.